Hey guys, welcome to another video. Now, Zen's RLCS debut is just 4 days away. If you're not already excited for that, hopefully you will be by the end of this video, because these are some incredible games that I've got to show to you today. The first is a 1v1 against Dorito from G1 Esports, and the next one is going to be a 3v3 from Zen's POV against Oxygen Esports. He played with his team Vitality in the Gamers Without Borders EU event last week. That's the qualifier for Gamers 8, a $2 million prize pool event that's going to be happening later in the year in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And spoiler alert, Zen's team were able to qualify. Zen played every single game for them in the qualifier. 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, you name it. He played it, and he dominated start to finish. Now, the questions everybody's been asking about Zen recently are, number one, will he be able to perform to the same high level we've seen from him in his recent show match win streak when the pressure is really on? You know, when there's more on the line than a little show match or tournament win on my channel. Well, here we are in a qualifier for a $2 million tournament. This is a very high pressure scenario, and we're going to see if Zen can deliver. And then the other question everybody wants to ask, we'll answer that one later, is will Zen be able to play his style in 3v3? Will it be applicable? Will it work? Yeah, we'll see later on in this video. After the 1v1, we'll go to 3v3, and you guys can decide for yourself. Now, against Dorito here, this is not a free win. Before the event, I thought Zen would be way above Dorito in 1v1 level, but earlier on in this same tournament, Dorito was able to beat Braziers, who's a very talented, a very successful 1v1 player, of course. So if Dorito could beat Braziers, you know, he can absolutely take one game against Zen, and that's what this is. It's a best of one, essentially, as part of a crew battle, with 3v3s being the main part of it. So Zen already one goal up, Dorito holding his own for the most part. Zen able to do his thing, as he usually does. He just speeds around the pitch, constantly threatening shots on target. Going for the air dribble bump here. Oh my goodness, what a save by Dorito. That is a nasty save, and now here he comes with the counter attack, looking to see if he can catch Zen pre-jumping there. Zen just waits grounded, collects the ball, and straight back into the air he goes, but not going to commit on that one. So the boost was starting to run out a little bit. Dorito sees Zen off his line. Zen jumps up and doubles it off his own backboard with a huge redirect, and it bounces only once as it goes into Dorito's goal. I mean, that just happened so fast. Dorito thought he had Zen in an awkward position. He thought he had him off his goal line and he could just shoot over him. But suddenly Zen's turned it into a goal for himself. And you're never safe. Wherever Zen is, he will probably be capable of putting a goal into your net. Just otherworldly. I mean, Zen, I think, is just simply the best at redirecting, rebounding off his own backboard. You have to just give him a little bit more respect than any other player. You have to back off a little bit more. It's kind of like pinches from the back corner. When they started to become popular, everybody realized that they were going to need to back off a little bit. That's just gone in. Zen beats Dorito in the midfield with speed, and he's up 3-0. Dorito just unable to handle Zen's speed, and not just the speed of his car, but the speed he's able to generate on the ball there. Now Dorito with the delayed kickoff. Zen just plows right through that one as well. One reset, two resets, and a pre-flip. Top bins, 4-0. I mean, this game will not be a surprise to you guys who've watched Zen's show match win streak, watched his incredible 1v1 games that we've been blessed with in the past 2 months. But it still never ceases to amaze me how consistently he can deliver highlight reel clip after highlight reel clip every single time that he plays. I mean, he's just scored 2 of the best goals that you're going to see in any Rocket League tournament in the same game. He's just banged them both in. Yeah, like I was saying, you just have to respect this guy wherever he is on the pitch. You have to just anticipate something special at all times. I think he really is in a league of his own right now when it comes to delivering creative shots consistently. And just like I said, with the rise of pinch shots back in the day from the back corner, that kind of forced players to defend more deep in their half whenever somebody's setting up for a pinch. And I think it's going to be the same thing now. If you ever see Zen flying towards his own backboard and the ball's in the air, you better be backing off already. If you're not, then you're going to get scored on. Now Dorito will get 1 goal back here with just over a minute left, so absolutely a winnable game if he can come up with some ideas to gain possession off the kickoff here. Last one didn't work out too well for him, but this one will be better. Zen's going to have time to grab the mid boost and then get back into his net before Dorito can shoot. It wasn't an easy angle there, Dorito did miss it. And he's lost control of the following possession as well. Zen sees if he can catch Dorito running into the back corner for the boost. This doesn't happen. Dorito staying in this. He's continuing to fight, despite really being up against it here. I've got to say, I'm still so impressed with Dorito and his 1v1 ability. I didn't expect him to be the 1v1 player for his team. Atomic in G1 last year. Actually, they weren't teammates last year. But Atomic played the 1v1s for his team last year. And Dorito had CRR in his team, so he didn't play the 1v1s for his team. Yeah, Dorito clearly knows what he's doing here. He's fighting for every single possession. Even now, he's still going for it with just 10 seconds left. Double reset, but an unbelievable save by Zen. Denies any potential last-second comeback. That is valid, because if Dorito had scored there, he had about 8 seconds, 9 seconds to work with, which is possible to get. It's obviously possible to get 2 goals in 1v1 in that time frame. Zen denies him, and that will be the game over. Great stuff from Dorito. Good try, but Zen is just different. And yeah, he was able to get the win in style. But okay, let's get into the 3v3 now. Zen, Alpha 54, and Rudosin up against Jorias, Goffs, and Ixo. Now I have to explain first of all, Goffs is the sub for Oxygen Esports. He stepped in on the final day of this competition. I'm not entirely sure why. Archie is the usual third for this team. What a save that was by Alpha, by the way. Archie's usually the third for this team. Not sure why he couldn't play, but Goffs actually played very well. I was impressed with him in all the 3v3s I saw him play in. And yeah, he really made a good, I think, case for himself. Being a player that teams should look at, as he sets up another chance for Oxygen early in the game. Right there, but they do remain scoreless. Now this game was match point in a best of 7 for Vitality. They were 3-1 up after 4 games had been played. 2 of those games were 3v3. One of them was a 1v1 victory for Zen. Another one is a 2v2. So this is a must-win for Oxygen. And Vitality, of course, they want to absolutely steamroll everybody they play against. They don't just want to win series. They want to dominate, and they want to do it in style. Zen waiting in the middle here. Alpha knows that, fires it towards him. It's a double tap, ceiling reset, and it's just too easy for Zen. Snipes the backboard from the midfield, and then gets his reset on the ceiling before flying in to rebound the ball. All from the Alpha 54 back corner launch. That pass intended for Zen. Alpha 54, every time that he's played for any team in his Rocket League career, he's been the most mechy player. That's crazy that Zen's managed to recover midair and take Jorias out of the game there. But yeah, this is going to be the first time that we see Alpha not need to be that guy for the team. He can now finally know what it's like to play with a player who's more mechanical than him. And I mean, this is just silly. Every time Zen gets the ball, it's a double tap at supersonic speed. And he's not. I'm not trying to tell you guys that he's the only player in the world that can do this. There are lots of players who are capable of doing this, but the consistency and the speed at which Zen sets up these plays is just ridiculous. I don't know how he does it so well every single time. Doesn't matter if he's got 20 boosts, 100 boosts. Still seems to be able to generate a ton of pace. It looks like their kickoff could use a little bit of work though, because that's nearly a second goal off the kickoff, and they're under pressure, even if they haven't been immediately scored on. Yeah, don't underestimate Alpha 54 as well. Now he's going for a double. He puts it in. Oh my days. This is just silly watching this team play. And they're against Jorias and Ixo, 2 established veterans of the EU scene, and a third who is also having a brilliant day at the office. Goff's played very well. I know Archie's going to be the main third for this team in this split. They've actually gotten rid of Rise, or Rise left to join BDS. They've got Ixo instead. Lots of different Oxygen teams throughout the year, starting off with Oli, then Rise. Now they've got Ixo. They might wish they had Zen at this point. It's a ceiling reset, double tap with a pre-flip at the end. I mean, he is just doing everything. He sets it up with a ceiling pinch. What a mouthful. Zen has a hat trick of double taps, and they are all just incredible to witness. 4-2. I can't honestly remember what happened for the Oxygen goals, because they don't. I mean, the scoreline's 3-4. It's actually a close game, but it doesn't feel close. It feels like Vitality are dominating, because they've scored three double taps for Zen, 1 for Alpha 54. They've had ceiling reset, ceiling pinch setup, And, you know, if for Zen, the self-backboard double tap is his thing, his go-to in 1v1 that he could be more consistent with than anyone else, in 3v3, you have to look out for that third goal that he scored there. He does it so often, you'd be amazed, where he air dribbles the ball from the floor to the ceiling, or just, you know, collects a pass and hits the ball into the ceiling by air dribbling into a pinch. But he aims the pinch so that he can then double it, whether he needs a ceiling reset or not. I've seen him do it with a ceiling reset this game. I've seen him do it without a ceiling reset, where he just flew up, pinched the ball, and then just bounced himself back down into position. It really doesn't make any sense. I don't know how he's able to do it so consistently. He's just far more consistent with these shots than anyone else in the pro scene. And yeah, there are probably some freestylers somewhere in the world that can do these shots against silver MMR opponents in unranked, but he's doing it against the best players in the world and just making them look silly. Still though, scoreline 4-5 here. I mean, we have seen so many goals. Vitality have scored only bangers, and then their kickoffs have been pretty horrendous. Oxygen have been able to punish them for landing out of position a few times now. Can Oxygen get the upset win and remind us all that it doesn't matter how cool your goal was, still only counts for 1 point on the scoreboard. Yeah, it was Goff's actually getting the own goal that gave Vitality the 5th, but then he regained immediately. Now, back pass here. Look at this passing from Oxygen. Redosin there calling Zen off the overhead clear. Good communication by the French team. Just, you know, saying French team there made me immediately think how exciting it is to look forward to Carmine Corp against Vitality. I, you know, can't wait for the first time they play this split. We've also got maybe a regain BDS. Oh, look at this, so Oxygen have got another goal. Demos are landing, and they put in 5 to answer Vitality's 5. What an amazing stand by them. You know, a lot of teams would just be embarrassed conceding the goals that Vitality have put past Oxygen. Not Oxygen, they're fighting till the end. Zen actually respecting Joria's pre-jump there. He did not dive to challenge Joria's, who was up way before him. And here comes Alpha 54. He's got Zen waiting in the middle. Will he choose to get it into the middle? Well, he won't be able to now because Zen a bit too stationary and a bit too tunnel visioned on the pass that might be coming towards him. Did not pay attention to the incoming demo from behind. He skips past one player, past two, looking to double it into the center. Ixo shuts that one down at the near post. We might be headed to overtime here. Looks like an overtime. It's based on the position of the players. Oh, Zen tried to keep it up. Now, can they get a kickoff right? They've had some problems with kickoffs in this game. Looks like this one will be a bit better for Vitality. Alpha 54 beat into the punch by Goffs, who sends the ball to the back corner safely. Here comes Zen, centering it off the wall. Jory has read it. Alpha decided not to go. Just a couple of wall dashes there from Zen to increase his momentum. Not just spamming them like some players do, really choosing exactly how many he wanted there and why. Low 50 by Alpha 54. Ixo did not see that coming, and now it's Alpha 54 Redosin with the 1-2 passing play. Zen waiting at the back. He's not forcing himself into these plays. Very patient play by Zen, and now he's going for the full pitch air dribble and the dunk. And as if he hadn't already scored enough amazing goals, there's another one. Zen wins it for Vitality, and this really was one of the best games, best 3v3 games I've ever seen. We're going to go back and watch his, I think it was this goal here, from, let's watch it from, I think, Joria's POV, and you'll see just how ridiculous this looks. Zen sees Joria's coming towards him, by the way. I'll show you Zen POV one more time. Yeah, he saw Joria's coming up, so he just kept air dribbling. Ceiling pinch, ceiling reset, pre-flip double tap. Unbelievable. And it's all off his own play from the ground. I mean, it looks like he's playing with 200 boost, but yeah, let's look at it from Joria's POV. And you can see just how undefendable this looks. It's just that all happens so fast. And you know, maybe some people would criticize Oxygen for not having anyone on the backboard for these plays. It looks like a weakness when you're conceding this many double taps, but look how quickly this happens. I mean, how are you supposed to get back for this? Not the best hit there by Ixo. Redosin offloads to Zen, and now suddenly you're in defense, and there you are. Now, okay, apparently it's in your net. Like, there's no time at all to get back there. It is just too quick. Alpha 54 as well. This is another counter punch. Zen to Alpha 54. Ixo and Joria is trying to get back. Ixo actually nearly read that one, but it just wasn't meant to be. And here's Ixo's POV for this goal as well. Alpha dunking straight into Zen. I mean, they all come out of nowhere. They all come from just, it looks like a midfield play. Oxygen feel like they've got every right to be in the play, fighting for control of the ball, and then suddenly it's off their backboard and in. I mean, it just really does boggle the mind how Zen is able to do this. This is a really crazy goal to open for Zen as well. Alpha 54 rebound. Zen up more quickly, ceiling reset. And of course placing, not just aimlessly shooting the rebound, placing it bottom corner. Yeah, just unreal. What a game. You know, to answer the questions that I asked at the start of the video, does it appear like Zen can perform under pressure? Absolutely. Does it look like his play is going to translate into the 3v3 realm? Yeah, it does. So if you aren't already excited for his debut this weekend, hopefully you are now. I know I am. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how deep Vitality can go in this tournament, seeing if they can deliver in the most brutal RLCS format that we've had all year. Yeah, that's going to be happening this Friday, and I can't wait. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these games. If you like this style of video, let me know in the comments. If you don't, that's also something you can let me know in the comments. But more show matches coming soon to the channel. Appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are. And until next time, thanks for watching.